Alright, we're back on the second map between FoCuS and Lucifer. As previously stated, it is Norwood, and we're having close positions. FoCuS spawning on the 12 o'clock spawn position, and here on the top right, Lucifer. And it looks like we're gonna see ghouls this time. Lucifer starting with Crypt, Altar, and in just a second we're gonna see the Ziggurat here. Come on, do it. Yeah, there it is. And that's gonna mean we're gonna see a very different game here from map number 1. In the middle there's a heal fountain, so that's definitely good news for FoCuS, as he's not gonna have the mana reliant heroes here, at least not as mana reliant as the heroes of his opponent. And well, the ghoul choice here on Norwood definitely somewhat understandable, as the creep camps are a lot further spread out here. The entire map is a little bit bigger, and therefore mobile armies usually tend to be rewarded somewhat. Also, there are a lot of easy creep camps to take early on. I mean, especially these goblin merchant camps are usually the first targets for the Blade Master, where he's gonna pick up some great items and some easy experience. So it's gonna be very much more difficult for Lucifer this time to keep the Blade Master of his opponent at bay. And well, with the close spawn positions, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say that either race, generally speaking, benefits hugely from it. Lucifer is messing up his scouting here a little bit. The Acolyte is getting killed. I mean, that's just incredible. I mean, he's dodged like 5-6 ensnares with Burrow the last game, but scouting against creeps, that's too difficult a task. So at least he knows that FoCuS isn't here. He knows that this is not going to be crept first by FoCuS, but that's all that Lucifer got out of this scout here. And yeah, FoCuS of course goes for the Goblin Merchant that is right in front of his base first. Let's see what the Blade Master is gonna be picking up here. Hoping for Claws or Circlet, and he's getting the Claws +6. And yeah, Lucifer at least makes use out of the information he's gotten, going for the safe creep here early on. Base not yet closed, and no Nerubian Tower for Lucifer. Taking a bit of a risk, but the scout of FoCuS has not found him yet. Heading towards the 6 o'clock spawn position right now. Lucifer found the claws as well. For him, of course, it's a lot less useful, but at least the Blade Master didn't get it. So I guess that's something. And FoCuS can take a little bit more quickly in this game, just given that there's the heal fountain in the middle, which he will be relying on when it comes to healing. Lucifer continues going. Has scouted with the skeleton here, that this one has been crept already. He's scouting down here, sees that the orb isn't there, so he's narrowed it down pretty much, and now he finds the base. Knows exactly what's happening. He should be pretty much aware that FoCuS is here right now. He found a Ring of Protection +2, so that was not the ideal drop. Both of the heroes similarly leveled right now. Lucifer being a little bit annoying, but thus far really nothing of too great importance has happened. FoCuS just healing here at the fountain a little bit. Lucifer might be doing the same thing if FoCuS decides to let him, but that's not going to be happening for the time being. Ghouls are heading out here towards top, but the Grunt is going to see it. Is he going to be able to get us around? No, he's not even excuse me, he's not even paying attention as it appears. The Grunt's closing in on the undead base here. Not really sure what he wants to do. Perhaps attack the shop, which is usually the most vulnerable of the undead buildings. Is he gonna go for a surround here, or just run home to defend? Grunts are already retreating, so no serious trouble here for either side. The one ghoul is in a bit of trouble, and the Death Knight is actually out of position. Is he gonna lose that ghoul? No, he's not. Work complete. Now turning around, and he gets this around. Windwalk forced out of the Blade Master. He has one more remaining, so he's gonna have to be a little bit careful right now. Death Knight also has one more coil only, so Neither of them have too much mana to spend here. Tier 2 has finished in the meantime for FoCuS, as we can see. Ghoul is heading back. Graveyard is coming just in time. Yeah, Blade Master revealed. Still really nothing of too much importance happening here. I think it's pretty decent for Lucifer that he's keeping FoCuS from leveling too much. By the way, he has found a second Claws of Attack +6. It looks like now he's going to continue creeping, taking quite a risk here, creeping the spawn position. And Lucifer might be able to punish that if he's getting there quickly enough with the ghouls and the DK. I guess this Beast 3 should definitely be cancelled, the second one. Maybe not, we'll see. TC is coming in the meantime. And the Orc is creeping here. Berserker's already down. Well, not quite. The Priest gets killed as well, and the Rock Golem is going to be the last target. But all of the units of FoCuS are pretty low in HP, and he's going to be losing at least one of the Beast 3s here. PN falling as well. I guess this Beast 3 should probably be surviving. Well, or maybe he's just going to go for the kill anyways. TC is coming in for the stomp, but yeah, I think he's just going to be able to kill this Beast 3. And that is terrible news for FoCuS here. A lot of resources spent and not really anything gained out of it. Raiders are coming, and as we can see, he sell the TP? No, he's just running back. Looks like he's going to have to send the grunts to the heal fountain here, at least. Yeah, 3 out of the 4 grunts, and I mean, this is just horrible news for FoCuS. And is he going to get the TC surrounded here? He spent all of his mana on stomps already, but it looks like he's going to be able to just barely squeeze out. The Blade Master brought the boots of speed here. So, yeah, he's quick enough to get away from these ghouls. But the grunt might not be. Yeah, Lucifer is closing this around here, getting another kill. Is he able to back him out? Yes, he is. Blade Master needs to be careful, but uses his last Windwalk here. Nevertheless, a great push here by Lucifer. He's adding, wow, a gargoyle here. Okay, 2 gargoyles. He's expecting air, apparently. And I guess rightfully so. Would have been my first guess as well with those 2 Beast 3s and the TC against the large number of ghouls that Lucifer currently has. But yeah, adding a Slaughterhouse as well, going for tier 3, adding the Lich. Everything is in order for him. 1 Beast 3 is being rebuilt here. And a War Mill is now coming on the side of FoCuS. TC still 0 experience. Once again, he's struggling to level up his, well, this time his second here. But at least the Blade Master is going to be able to deal with the Undead army, at least somewhat, in this mid game, thanks to his pretty quick level 3 that he gained after, yeah, as I said previously, greedily creeping the spawn position in the bottom right. Lich is there now. Needs to be careful that he doesn't get a surprise Coil Nova here. Not sure what that Lich skilled first. Gargoyles are joining now. Yeah, he actually skilled Nova, going for a grunt though. The DK has to be careful though. Stomp is coming in. Coil, and yeah, he is the one town pointing out. Is the Blade Master going to be in trouble here? It doesn't look like it. Yeah, surviving pretty safely at 60 HP there. First Statue is coming. But yeah, tier 3 is going to be finished soon. Orb is going to be purchased soon. The Death Knight. No Town Portal. Only a heal potion. Let's see if the Lich is... I guess he's waiting for the Orb. Doesn't nearly have the money for both the TP and the Orb. And the TC is finally going to be able to start creeping. Where's the Blade Master? Trying to find the DK here. But yeah, given the health he's got here, he should be able to use a heal potion in time. If a surprise backstep hits him, perhaps the backstep is going to hit the ghoul here. No, it's not. Blade Master decides to chase after the army. Looks like he lost it for a moment. Okay, there he goes. I guess the heal potion might be used soon. No, he decides not to do so. Waiting until the very last moment. TC level 2 right now as well. So FoCuS is getting his hero levels up a little bit. I guess Lucifer is going to have to catch up right now. But with the 2 gargoyles, killing the Red Drake here is quite an easy task. Blade Master is still going after the DK, but he's at the heal fountain right now. And it doesn't look like the Blade Master is going to be able to chase too much after this DK. He wow, XP Tome found here. And Sobi Mask. Pretty much the perfect item drops for Lucifer. The TC is coming in from the left hand side. Mana Potion found on him. Also the perfect item top, more or less, for the TC. But yeah, Coil Nova is putting him in quite a bit of danger already. The TC has to run Speed Scroll being used, but there should be another coil available, as the Death Knight has used the Invul Potion here just to make sure to be able to chase after this TC. And that is, yeah, one hero gone. The Death Knight still has the heal potion, but he didn't rebuy a Town Portal. Keep that in mind, so he's gonna have to do everything here to keep that hero alive. And FoCuS is just trying to get the kill on the Death Knight here. If he doesn't get this kill, this is going to be a terrible fight for him. Another End Snare on the Death Knight. I think that's around. Okay, it's no longer open here. The Grunt has closed that one. The Blade Master is coming in as well. Coil on the Blade Master, and I think this Death Knight might just be falling here. Yes, the Death Knight is falling, and the Blade Master is going to have to Town Portal though in return. And at the end of the day, it still seems like that was a pretty decent fight for FoCuS. Killing the Death Knight, losing the TC, but I didn't really lose anything else during that battle, but neither did Lucifer. But yeah, Lucifer definitely being punished here for going out greedily without a Town Portal. Then again, FoCuS is now at home, he has to heal, and Lucifer's army is looking very, very healthy. A new Town Portal has now been bought, and he can immediately continue creeping here at the 6 o'clock spawn position. And the Lich is gonna get very close to level 3 here. TC will soon be back. The Blade Master is at the shop. Got an Invul Potion, still has a Speed Scroll, Clarity, and everything. DK is halfway back. And Lucifer on point with the scouting once again. Sees the PN that is heading towards the top left to build the next Great Hall. Lich, as I said, very close to level 3. Blade Master is coming in here into the open Echolite line, and one of them got killed here. The Lich is gonna come in, I guess. Okay, very, very passively. Blade Master had made it out safely.
We're under attack.
Gargoyles continue being annoying against this PN. And the TC is back as well. I guess TC level 3 should now be on the agenda. I guess this is a likely camp to take. Perhaps this one.
Research complete.
And for Lucifer, well, with the DK being back, I guess the Destroyer upgrade should have finished in the meantime. He was level tier 3, excuse me, for a long time. So he can just currently not build anything, both due to the fact that he's got no cigarettes and he doesn't have the Tome of Relics currently, which is a requirement for the Obsidian statues. So yeah, the TC continues creeping. He's going to be level 3. If he finishes this one, the Blade Master is continuing to roam around. Perhaps a heal scroll here for the Orc or a new Town Portal. And yeah, new Town Portal it is.
Research complete. Summon.
And the TC, was I incorrect? Not quite level 3 here. Guess misjudging a little bit. And let's see if FoCuS... Yeah, FoCuS is definitely going to be forced to Town Portal here. Unless he wants to lose all of his burrows. TP is now coming in. Is Lucifer going to fight here? Yeah, it looks like here is Nova is coming in immediately. The Ghouls are placed, yeah, pretty wonderfully against these Raiders. All of them are already very low on HP. The TC is trying to get into a good position for a stomp. That was pretty good. But... is it gonna be enough? I mean, the TC is again in trouble and he's again falling. And look at all of the units being low HP on the side of FoCuS, whereas Lucifer is just standing strong. He needs to heal his Lich. That's so just in time. Lich has a greater mana potion as well, so he's gonna be able to throw another Nova here on the Blade Master. He's just using Windwalk in time, but it looks like he was revealed. And FoCuS, after losing both of his heroes, is calling it quits here again. And that's a 2-0 for Lucifer very quickly. Again, another interesting game here. Some early skirmishes. A pretty even game until FoCuS decided to go for the big creep camp at bottom right spawn position without any scout in between his base and the undead base. And that's what I meant in the beginning when I said it's not necessarily always better for one of the races that it is close positions. It's just a different dynamic, and Lucifer was just making use of a very nice timing that was available to him thanks to the close spawn positions, and FoCuS just didn't seem to be aware of the threat, or perhaps he underestimated it. But He was very low with 3 of his grunts and was totally on the wrong side of the map. He decided not to town portal in immediately as the threat of Lucifer was coming in, and he ended up losing both of his beastries there. And in the following few minutes, the game was still somewhat balanced, but FoCuS had a bit of trouble, getting his proper tier 2 army together. Lucifer and FoCuS both got some decent creeping done. And at the end, just wasn't enough for FoCuS, even though he was able to kill the Death Knight once, losing his TC in return. Turns out, Lucifer still just seemed to have the better position there in the end fight. Also the beginning of that fight with FoCuS, town portaling in, Nova hitting immediately very, very nicely, and the ghouls just standing perfectly against the 3 raiders, spreading damage out pretty much equally, dealing a lot of damage, TC getting attacked immediately. That end fight just started perfectly for Lucifer. And that means he is winning with 2-0 here. And that means FoCuS is going to be rank 3 of this LA challenge. As I said previously, he's going to take home $2,000. And we're going to have a grand final between Lucifer and Lin, a rematch for a prize money difference of $7,000. And that's what we're going to see next. Both of them, of course, will go to the finals of the tournament. But those will follow. As I said previously, next up is going to be the grand final between FoCuS and Lin. Between Lucifer and Lin, of course, excuse me. I hope you'll check that out. I hope this one is going to get a thumbs up and a comment. And I'll see you next time. Take care.